is he going?
I'm not seeing. Okay, I'm seeing one Mario on the screen.
Okay, so we've got Samus and Mario.
Samus, Mario. This actually makes a lot of sense because both characters are very good at juggling, very good landing traps.
And you know what? You want to know what I want to see? I want to see a caped charge.
All right, Areem, you're getting a little wild. Okay.
I'm sorry.
We don't need that.
I know we don't need it, but I want it.
It's not necessary. But that is one of the many things that we can see with Mario in Devils. Mario being one of the best characters in Devils, along with Cloud.
You know what else I want to see? I want to see Flood shenanigans.
You already know we're going to see that, though. You already know. It's Mario in Devils, man.
Indeed. Anyway, it looks like the first pick is going to be Battlefield. Or not.
Or not. They're just going to fake us out like that. How could they be so mean, man?
They just want to make us look like we don't know what we're talking about.
You know what would be funny is if they went back to Battlefield.
To be fair, though, we don't know what we're talking about.
That is true. Definitely true. I don't even know how I ended up here. Quite honest.
Let's see. I feel as though
like
a character like Pikachu needs a lot of range here. Because for the most part, Pikachu, I feel as though with the characters like Samus, Mario, and even to some extent Cloud, you're going to need a lot of room because otherwise you're just going to get hit a lot.
I feel like Battlefield would be a very good starter here in this matchup in general, actually. Because,
and it looks like we're going to Town and City. Low ceiling.
Low ceiling going to benefit.
But it has the same like sort of platform layout, although a little bit
it
different.
It does change to FD partway through though, so.
It'll definitely have room. Oh, is this
looks
a
like
button check?
Looks like a button check. Doesn't look like we're gonna.
So are they still trying to fake us out even more? It's either a button check or ScAtt is being a terrible doubles partner.
Absolutely. So,
man, these two are very confident. Taunting in the middle of your opponents like that?
Town and City. This is obviously going to benefit Team Hyperboards here, being the Mario Samus. Ladder combos off the top going to kill much earlier. Also going to benefit ScAtt.
But then again, you've got up airs.
Well, the thing is, it's also going to benefit ScAtt, with, again, the up airs killing off the top much earlier. And when it's not the FD transformation, Pikachu's going to have all the quick attack shenanigans that he has available to him. That's definitely a very good neutral pick from both teams involved. So hopefully this is the real match this time.
So anyway, we are, I hope, starting game one.
Maybe.
3 button checks. Anyway,
as we see ScAtt, I can hang back, charge them for a little bit.
Probably the most effective strategy is in Cloud.
Absolutely, especially in doubles when you have a teammate to cover you. No doubt about it. Ooh, offstage situation, gonna make it back though.
That could have been a gone stock for ScAtt right there.
Which is so unfortunate about Cloud in this game.
Nah, he needs it.
You don't want Broken Smash 4? I want Broken Smash 4.
I actually do love Broken Smash 4, but back to the match.
Ooh. Okay. Oh. So it looks like the charge shot actually canceled the knockback. It
nullified the knockback, causing him to not fly off the stage. That was amazing awareness there.
In that situation, you got to think, would you rather lose a stock? Take all that damage. Taking the damage, definitely better trade for Team Hyping the Boys right there. So, cover the rollback with the down smash. Nice awareness by ScAtt.
It's a very good option for covering rolls, especially with it being on frame 7, I believe.
I'm not even going to pretend I know. I just know that it's got...
Actually, yes, it is frame 7 because I remember being shocked about the fact that it was as fast as like down tilt, which is frame 7. But the main difference is that because of the back hit, it is not as safe. But as far as out of shield punish, it's really good because of how fast it is.
Okay, ScAtt going to take lives out here. Remove
hitting him with all 7 of those swords.
7.
Well, I mean, Cloud's like his Buster Sword is like 7 different swords. See, that's
Man, I haven't played Final Fantasy 7 yet. Chill. Alright, and Kaizo gonna have a hard time getting down against Cloud. Is he gonna do it?
I don't.
Reads the air dodge, he was not gonna give it to him.
He was nowhere near him.
Well, if Kaizo had fastball air dodge, then
I guess
that would have been a bad time. As we're gonna see N-Hale dunking the Pikachu.
Now, one thing I would like to mention is that I feel as though, as a character, Samus is significantly better in doubles because of Samus's punish game.
That's true. because
this is looking very bad. Ooh,
oh
unfortunately.
Yeah, and takes the jump, so that's going to be it for Samus. But
was it worth?
Was it worth?
I don't believe it was.
I think it was worth, because when you're ScAtt, you have that option.
Indeed.
To be quite honest.
Now, Kaizo is at a very, very high percent, but Mario with Rage.
Mario with Rage, very scary, especially on a stage with small blast zones like this.
Oh, letting catch the neutral get up with the down smash. Hornsby going to go ahead and take his stock. It feels as though Hornsby and ScAtt are doing a much better job of covering each other, so they're not getting overwhelmed as easily. Ooh, really good from Hornsby there, covering Kaizo so that ScAtt didn't eat the full brunt of that combo.
Definitely. I don't necessarily agree with going after Pikachu there from N-Hale, because Pikachu very difficult to edge guard even at singles. And when you've got resources that you need to be focusing on other players, that's definitely not okay in my book.
Yes, I definitely feel as though he should have opted to just try and cover ScAtt a little bit better. But anyway, it's all said and done. Really good weight on the air dodge there. Ooh. I feel as though he definitely could have gone for something there.
There we go.
But unfortunately, catch the back air instead.
ScAtt going to remove N-Hale stock.
N-Hale off. Kaizo is off stage here. See, they both play Mario, okay?
And fourth or finishing touch, gonna wrap up game number 1.
With 3 stocks left to their name.
Definitely a convincing victory in Blue Team's favor. So,
let's see. From what I noticed, it felt as though there were a lot of times where Kaizo and N-Hale had an opportunity to punish, but it sort of feels like they were second-guessing themselves to some extent.
Yeah, I definitely
because they were scared of like overextending and like accidentally like losing a stock because of it.
Not only were they like not necessarily going just based off instinct or reads like you just said, but in addition, every time that either N-Hale or Kaizo would start a string on one of Blue Team, the other one would almost always without fail interrupt it, which definitely a fundamental part of doubles that you don't want to miss out on. So it's gonna be their game 1 win.
Now let's see. As far as Kaizo and N-Hale, for the most part, Town and City, I feel as though it was less that.
It wasn't the stage. I feel like it was definitely their play.
Like if they changed some things up, I feel as though one thing I would definitely say is that Kaizo needs to be taking point a lot more, because Samus has a great punish game, but Samus doesn't really have the best approaching game.
Exactly.
But so like essentially Kaizo should be able to go in, start the strings, and
Samus extend off of them afterwards.
Or even end the strings, potentially taking stock, because charge shot, like down throw charge shot, like okay, for example, the way that game ended was with you know, ScAtt and Hornsby converting off of each other. For example, like the forward throw to finishing touch. But anyway, we are going to be having game 2 on Battlefield, a much bigger stage.
Which
okay, sure.
It does give them more space to get their setups. But the thing about this is that it also gives ScAtt more space to charge his limit.
I'm just can we talk about how N-Hale with the immediate up B to catch ScAtt on top platform? Like he was not waiting around. Like, see, this is the kind of play I'm sort of not really agreeing with for the most part with Samus. He's playing very, very aggressively.
Yeah, Samus definitely not a
But I guess, I mean, he's just going to make it work.
Yeah, it's working for him, but in general, I feel like...
Now, see right there, that's another thing that I feel as though, like, they would have benefited from converting off of each other, because N-Hale was already off stage, so if Mario would have back thrown, he could have back thrown into a down air to seal that stock. Accidentally hitting his teammate there.
Sure. Okay. All right. Gonna hit everyone with the limit cross slash. Not gonna take any stocks, but
now both of them are in an off-edge guard scenario, and they were having trouble getting back to the stage, but Kaizo managed to slip through.
Speaking of Kaizo,
gonna get up aired off the top of the stage and die, because ScAtt doesn't care that it's Battlefield. You're still gonna die to up air.
Yeah, that is definitely an option that you have when you are Cloud. So
now let's see. Now that's what I want to see more from Samus. Standing back and charging charge shot. Because Samus, in a sense, has the same sort of pressure that Cloud has with Limit. Although not nearly as strong. Okay.
Yeah, Samus's pressure definitely very good with charge shot, because even if you're not using it, it does add another level of mental pressure to your opponent, just because she has the option to kill you at about 80%. So that's
and that's going to be a dead Cloud. So now they're at even stock. The percent difference is honestly not even that much. I feel as though Kaizo could probably kill Hornsby right about now. But ScAtt's doing a good job of like separating them so that they can't get the 2v1 against Hornsby. And I feel as though that's just one of the things that that ScAtt and Hornsby have been doing good in general. They've been doing a much better job of like covering each other.
Yeah, it feels like they have just a really solid grasp of doubles in general. They're converting off each other's moves very easily, and definitely covering each other when one of them gets in a bad spot.
See, this is a very, very bad position to be in.
Yeah, this is just going to read the roll behind, get the forward throw off stage, resetting the position.
Quite frankly, I feel as though if Kaizo wasn't there to like sort of break that up, N-Hale would have lost the stock there. Ooh, was not worth. Getting a little bit too overzealous here.
It's going to force him to use the limit. Actually going to take the stock.
Going to go ahead and gimp him with a neutral air. Very smart play there. Going off stage. Sort of force Cloud into a bad position. All players are in the last stock scenarios.
Definitely, the Pikachu is certainly in danger of losing his stock. Just as he did there, and this means
ScAtt is in a 2v1 scenario.
Does read the air dodge, not going to get the right hit.
Now, personally, right there, I feel as though Mario could have traded with down smash in order to like seal the stock. See, they're sort of like both rushing at the same time, rather than like using. Like, because the thing about a 2v1 is that you have two players, so you can cover a lot more options than you could if it were just a 1v1.
Right.
And I feel as though that's not something they're really doing all that much.
They're not capitalizing off that ability to the fullest, because you still see ScAtt getting quite a good deal of stuff.
Like, it sort of feels as though they're just sort of running in. You gotta be very careful here, because a limit cross slash will most definitely end the stop.
Cross slash. Definitely going to spell a bad time for one player. Now, I'd also definitely say that Hype and the boys should probably stay not super close to each other right now.
Yeah, because
then limit.
And there we go.
And that's F smash going
Pivot
to
F smash going to go ahead and take the stock.
And the game.
Catching ScAtt running in on him. Going to go ahead and F smash and take the stock. So Hype and the boys going to go there. I can't talk. They're going to go ahead and take game 2. Now, I feel as though just like this matchup in general, I feel as though stage doesn't really have too huge like influence on it.
I can see that, because honestly the advantages that you're giving to one team are pretty much canceled out by the other in this situation. Yeah. As if you give Mario and Samus more
and it looks like they're going to be switching seats. The next gen meta.
That's the real counter pick. You know?
Exactly.
So you have ScAtt next to you, just for the R, just emanating. You know. Maybe that's the logic.
Who knows? But anyway, are they going to be running it back to Battlefield? Who knows? If I were ScAtt and Hornsby, where would I want to go? Me personally, I'd probably take it back to Town and City. Actually, I don't. Can they take it back to Town and City? Because didn't they win there?
Because yeah, they won there. So Town and City not an option here. I would take
Let's see. Honestly, I would not want to go to Lilac because I feel as though there's just it's too small of a confined space. I feel.
Well, the thing about Lilac is that I feel like it's a mixed bag in this matchup because it gives Pikachu his amazing shenanigans, obviously.
Yes.
But then it also gives Cloud less space to charge limit, but then By the same token, Mario, Samus have less space to get what they need to get going. Especially Samus, who is a character that benefits massively from having as much space as she can.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I feel as though Duck Hunt may actually be a possibility because. Actually, what am I even saying?
I'm legitimately confused. Like,
for a second there, I forgot that it was ScAtt counterpicking and not the other way around.
Right.
Because like I was thinking, okay, where would Samus want to go? But it doesn't matter where Samus wants to go because we want to go where Samus doesn't want to go.
Exactly. No, where Samus doesn't want to go second. So they do get a ban. So.
And it looks like we're going to end the set on Starterville.
Coming full circle. Definitely. What we like to see.
See, that's one thing I would say is a good adjustment on N-Hale's part is in game 2 and 3, he started off the match to some extent by like trying to create space. Now ScAtt's doing a good job of sort of keeping, he was doing a good job of sort of like pressuring N-Hale, keeping him in an edge guard scenario.
Going to be Cloud's limit gone, but also going to be a stock loss from each team.
And once again, an unfortunate SD.
Fortunate. That's going to give ScAtt and Hornsby the stock lead in this situation, which, with a character like Cloud on your team, is definitely a big advantage to have. See how they capitalize off that.
Now this is definitely, it's still definitely possible for them to even this back up, and I like the idea that N-Hale had there. As you saw, he sort of like, he dropped the bomb and he tried to like go low to sort of cover that. Now, one thing I feel as though, well, there you go.
One thing you feel is that.
One thing I feel is that Mario likes to get dunks.
Mario likes to get dunks. Mario also likes to use the collateral hitbox of back air.
Ooh, that was really
very nice team edge guard setup there. That was beautiful.
See, that's one I want to see more of from N-Hale and Kaizo, using both their options to like secure stocks.
Exactly, because in doubles, when you've got one player to cover high and one for low recoveries, then there's not a lot that
the recovering player can do. Yeah.
If you decided to 2v1 them in that situation. You see the charge shot coming clear across the stage.
Unfortunately, going to hit his teammate
Kaizo.
there.
Unfortunate.
It feels as though they're starting to like lose steam a bit, I guess you could say, because we've seen N-Hale SD along with the unfortunate charge shot shenanigans just now.
Yeah, it feels like they may be slightly falling apart at this point.
They just need to, I feel, slow it down a little bit, regain their composure, and then I feel it's definitely still within the realm of possibility here.
Oh, absolutely. This is not something undoable by any means when you've got characters like Mario on your team. So
that was a very smart high recovery there with the limit up blade beam, because essentially there wasn't really anything they could.
Yeah, both members of Hide and the Boys were definitely on the right ledge, so yeah, not going to get over there in time. And Hornsby going to lose his last stock.
Now the question is
he going to take it? Yep, he is going to take it.
He doesn't want to put ScAtt in the 2v1 scenario, opting instead to just take the stock. Because honestly, I can definitely agree with that, because ScAtt is I don't know what happened to my whistle.
And forward throw up smash, going to take Mario's first stock, reminiscent of the forward throw to finishing touch.
But to be completely honest, at that percent, there wasn't really any real need for him to use it. And to be, I honestly can't remember if he had limit at that point.
He did not have limit, so he just ran up and charged the up smash.
Really good nair out of shield there to sort of like cover that option.
And grab into the forward smash from Pikachu. It's going to wrap up